You're listening to The Sports Moment,
June 3rd, 2024.
part of the Sports Moments and Memories with Craig Olson podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe so you never miss a sports moment. Sponsored by Pemberton Law and Lake Area Docks and Lifts.
Lake Area Docks and Lifts, more than just docks and lifts. Lake Area Docks and Lifts.
Well, here we are in the first full week of June, and we are getting to the end of the spring sports season, and lots of things going on this week with section golf competition in Bemidji today and tomorrow for the Otter boys and girls golf teams. And we also have results from Saturday's Section 8-2A track and field meet and the state qualifiers for the Otters from that day at Rocori. And let's begin there, as the Otter girls track and field team qualified a couple of relays, one of them setting a new school record. The 4x100 meter relay team of Rachel DeBrito, Maya Fear, Siri Smested, and Ruby Ellison qualified by meeting the state qualifying standard with a time of 50.23 seconds, and that broke the previous record of 50.3 seconds that was set by the team of Sabrina Froning, Ashlyn Froning, Miranda Hoffman, and Anna Anderson. So congratulations to Rachel and Maya and Siri and Ruby on establishing that record and qualifying for the state meet. Now, also, the Otters qualified the 4x800 meter relay team of Este Versteeg, Cassie Wellman, Carson Lill, and Alexis Wellman. They finished third, but they met the state qualifying standard with a time of 9 minutes, 39.47 seconds. So they will compete at state as well. And state this week is at St. Michael Albertville beginning on Thursday. Jaden Miller qualified for the boys state meet, winning the 800-meter run with a time of 1 minute 58 seconds. And Shane Zierden, who had qualified for state in the triple jump on Wednesday on the first day of competition in Pillager, also qualified for the long jump at state with his performance, his second-place performance on Saturday at Rocori High School in Cold Spring. So congratulations to Shane. And I did catch up with Shane earlier today and talked about his accomplishments and what he's looking for at state.
The first day of the competition, you qualified, set a section record there, and wound up with the best jump of the day and a personal best for you. How good did you feel going into that day? Did you feel something special could happen?
Yeah, actually, the week before in conference, I'd actually tweaked my ankle, so I was really nervous the entire weekend, doing a lot of rehab type things, going to different chiropractors and trying to get that figured out. But on that day, I was feeling great. I was feeling fast, and it all worked out.
Well, and you get to go back to state in an event you've been there before in, and how big is that to have the experience that you have at state going into this week?
I think that's huge. I remember my first year being at state, sitting on the runway, just super nervous. But even last year, it was like, I've been here before. This isn't that bad. So I know that going back for a third year, I'm sure most of my nerves will be fully calmed.
And I know in track and field and in your events, you're always competing against yourself, your previous personal best. Certainly you're competing against the other people that are out there, but really, you're your main competition, right? Trying to better your previous jumps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
How big was it this year to have a guy like Darius Lockett in your practices who was kind of pushing you distance-wise there, and he came a long way? How much did you guys work together, and how much did that kind of spur you on?
Having Darius really helped push me. Yeah, like you said, I remember 2 years ago as a sophomore, we were neck and neck for long and triple the entire year, which really helped push me. And then last year he didn't come out for track, which kind of sucked for me, just not having that competition to help push me. But it was really great having him back this year to train with and work with and compete against.
Other than having a teammate to push you like that, who has worked with you the most in perfecting your triple jump and your long jump technique and just making you a better jumper overall?
I work with a lot of coaches, actually. Mostly Denny Heisted and Coach Dragseth, who are the horizontal jumps coaches. But also throughout the summer, I've gone to NDSU jump camps as well as UND's jump camps. So working with those college coaches have also helped a lot.
Also, when you competed in the section, you only had to worry about one jump a day. Does that make a difference when you don't have to be thinking, oh, I got two different events I have to be involved in on the same day?
Yeah, that's huge, actually, just being able to focus on one event and be able to put all of my energy and attention to that really makes a difference to be able to put my best foot forward.
So after you qualified and won that section title in the triple jump, you then had to prepare for Saturday at Rocori and the long jump competition. Did you feel as good going into that one as you did prior to the triple jump competition?
Physically, I definitely felt just as good, but going in, all of the rankings, within our section, there were probably 6 or 7 guys all within half a foot. So I knew that it was just going to be a close battle for sure, and that anyone could come out with it.
And you knew, I'm sure, that the state standard distance that you had to meet, you're very capable of that. You've hit that distance before, and you hit it again, right, in the competition on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So that field of competition is so strong in this section. And I'm sure that was a motivator for you, too. You had to be at your best to advance.
Yeah, exactly.
So as you look at competing in the 2 events at state, and have you done some research here on what the distances are that you're up against? And if so, where do you fit in the 2 events?
A little bit. I know that for triple jump, I believe I'm ranked 4th. Behind 2 Fridley kids and then some other guy. And then in long jump, I think I'm tied for ranked as 4th or 5th maybe, I'm not sure.
So when you see that and you know the opportunity is there, what are your goals? What do you feel realistically is something you can accomplish this week at St. Michael Albertville?
Well, for triple jump, my goal for my entire career, I guess, was to break our school record of 46.7. But, I mean, ideally, if I were to jump that, I'd have a really good shot of 1st or 2nd for triple jump at least.
Outstanding. Well, that's a motivator in and of itself. So does your jumping career continue, Shane, after this in college? Are you looking at that as a possibility?
That's the goal. I've been talking to UND for a while, and as of right now, I'll plan to walk on and see if I can make the team in the fall.
And in your final couple of days here before you compete, what do you do preparation-wise, and how's your ankle that you tweaked in the conference meet?
It's feeling all right. It's a little sore today, but I'll go back down to St. Cloud on Wednesday to do some acupuncture with stim with a doctor that's down there. Most of the training is just light, keeping things nice and smooth. Doing a little bit of light, quick lifting, just keeping it light on the legs.
And nutrition-wise, okay, what's your favorite pre-meet meal? What do you need to have to get you in your best shape that way?
Pre-meet, I typically barely eat or just a little snack here or there, but really don't eat much. I like to stay light until after I compete, then I'll eat.
And finally, the venue itself, St. Michael Albertville, it's a high school track and not like Hamlin or the National Sports Center where past track meets have been held. Does that make a difference, and how comfortable do you feel going to that track?
Somewhat, yeah. Their runways are actually kind of short, so we'll see if I'll have to adjust my steps for triple jump to be able to fit on the runway.
That's Shane Zierden of the Otter boys track and field team. Now, the Perham Yellow Jackets have a number of individuals going to state. Perham Junior Bjorn Anderson set a new Section 8-2A record in the 1,600-meter run. He will participate in that event. He also qualified for state in the 3,200-meter run, and he will compete as part of the Yellow Jackets 4x400-meter relay team, along with Tyrus Kudrin, Blake Swenson, and Matt Jorgensen. Brandon Sandberg qualified in the discus, meeting the state qualifying standard with a throw of 150 feet 10 inches. The Perham girls qualified 3 pole vaulters for the state meet for a third time, including champion Gracie Morris, who set the section record going 11 feet 7 inches. She'll be joined in the pole vault by Lydia Kletke and Addie Hackle. Jaden Hackle and Cora Grismer both advanced to state in the triple jump, and Kennedy Pilgrim placed ahead of Grismer, but her jump did not qualify for state as it was determined to be wind-aided. So she missed out. What a heartbreaker for Kennedy as she misses out on state because of that. Pemberton Law Firm is serving you from 4 different locations around the region. They have offices in Fergus Falls, Wadena, Detroit Lakes, and Alexandria. And you can visit them online, too, at pemlaw.com. Pemberton Law, carrying a legacy of trustworthy and reputable legal representation that dates back to 1883. Lake Area Docks and Lifts offers premium waterfront equipment, sales, service, and installation. Best quality and service at the best prices. Just ask your neighbor at the lake. Lake Area Docks and Lifts.
Lake Area Docks and Lifts, more than just docks and lifts. Lake Area Docks and Lifts.
The Minnesota Twins are back to winning series, and that is a good thing. They won the series in Washington. They won the series against the Royals, and they also won the series against the Houston Astros. It just concluded yesterday. Jose Miranda hit a solo homer in the 6th inning and a tie-breaking RBI double in the 8th inning, helping the Twins top the Astros 4-3 in the series finale. Trevor Larnach also went deep for Minnesota. Steven Okert improved to 2-0. He got 2 outs in relief for the win. And Joan Duran handled the 9th inning for his 10th save of the season. Twins get a day off today in New York City, and then they'll open a 3-game series against the Yankees. Yankees have the best record in all of baseball, and they lead the Orioles by 3 games in the American League East. The Twins are getting Royce Lewis back just in time to help out in that matchup. He is coming off the injured list tomorrow and will join the team in New York. He's been out since an opening day injury, severe quadriceps strain, and he's been with St. Paul rehabbing since May 25th. He has been deemed ready to go. Right-handed pitcher Bailey Ober will get the start in the series opener tomorrow night in the Bronx. And the Minnesota Lynx, 6-2 to start the season. They won yesterday. Kayla McBride hit 5 3-pointers and scored 25 points. Nafisa Collier added a double-double, 24 points and 14 rebounds. And the Lynx beat the Dallas Wings 87-76. Minnesota leads Las Vegas and Seattle by a game in the Western Conference standings in the WNBA. And the Edmonton Oilers have won the Western Conference Championship in the National Hockey League. They beat the Dallas Stars in Game 6, 2-1 last night to win the series 4-2. And the series finals, the NHL Stanley Cup Finals, will feature the Oilers and the Florida Panthers, and that will start on Saturday night, June 8th. In Florida, the Panthers have been tabbed as the favorites in the Stanley Cup Final Series. Well, thanks for joining us. That'll take care of the first podcast for June, and we'll keep you posted on all the progress of the spring sports teams as they progress through the playoffs in their respective sports throughout the next couple of weeks. And be sure to check out part 2 of our Otter Hockey History podcast on YouTube. Thanks for stopping by.
You've been listening to The Sports Moment with Craig Olson. Sponsored by Pemberton Law and Lake Area Docks and Lifts. Produced by Sunroom Lab. Music by Blue Red Roses. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts, and thanks for listening.